Hello everyone, it's me Jamie and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another probably quick update video. It is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving here in the US, and so I managed to get like a quick little amount of time that I can make this video. I have 5 projects that I'm going to be showing you progress on, and one of them I reached a really exciting point which I will show at the end. So to start with, I will show the project that I stitch on when I am traveling, so my little car project, and that is the 12 Movie Nights of Christmas stitch along from Atomic Tiki Pins on Etsy. And here is where I am on it right now. So I think the last time that I had showed it, I was up here stitching the red border, because right now I'm focusing on doing this color, which is I think 817, and I'm focusing on just doing this color in the border so that I can get the border, this border color finished, so that when I want to stitch other movies I will be able to find where they're supposed to go. And this is where I am so far for the border, so it's getting so close to being finished. I only have to do like this little section here and then take the line down here. So it's getting really close to the border being finished with that color, and then I will be able to stitch on other movies throughout the season whenever I want to. So the movies that I have finished-ish so far, because this one still needs some back stitching, there is the Santa Claus, A Christmas Story right here, Nightmare Before Christmas, and The Grinch. So that's what I have done so far. There was one that I really want to do. I really want to get the Home Alone one done this year, because that's like one of my kids' favorite movies. They quote that movie all the time, just like no matter what time of year it is, they will quote it. Like, you get pizza, my daughter loves cheese pizza, she'll be like, a whole cheese pizza just for me. And so like they just will quote the movie all year long. So that one has to be done this year. And I'm stitching this on an 18 count fabric that I dyed using black grit dye. And to get like it this dark, I had to use like a ton of the grit dye. So like it will tell you how much to use, and you just keep pouring. Just pour, 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 pour if you want to get dark fabric. So there's that. And then the next one that I will show is the chart that I was trying to get 1,000 stitches in for this month. And that was Tarot Town 2, and so I did 1,000 stitches on Tarot Town 2, and then I quit, so I was like, I'm ready to move on. So here is where I got to on Tarot Town 2, which is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and I'm stitching it on 28 count fabric, 2/1 10 stitch, which is a half cross stitch. And I really just focused my 1,000 stitches in one area so I could kind of fill in. So I was filling in here, I stitched this, I think it's a roof here, and then I was just, like I said, just filling in as much as I could here, because I want to try and get some of the areas complete so I can kind of see, you know, more of how it's going to look. So there was that. The next one that I will show is the Festive Frosted Pumpkin Cottage from Witchy Stitcher. I only worked on this for one day, but I was able to make quite a bit of progress because I just picked one color and just focused on that one color. And so here is the progress that I made on this chart. I focused on the black in this tree mostly, and I was able to do like 500 stitches in the night that I worked on it. And then I also did the smoke up here, and now this top section is done cross stitch wise, I think, and I'm just trying to get filled in now, just going down. So I want to fill in this tree here and fill in this side, and then focus more on the house. And I kind of want to save parts of the house for last, because, you know, that's a really fun part, whereas the trees are going to be kind of, you know, boring blocks of black. So that's fun. And then also this here, it needs back stitching, but this is like a bat that's hanging upside down. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, it's wearing like a little Santa hat. So it's super cute and adorable. It's a nice little like Halloween wintry mix of a chart. You know, you have a ghost wearing a hat. There's going to be some, I think, orange stitches that are in the trees to make it look like they have lights hanging from the trees. I don't know, it's cute. And this fabric I'm using is Deep Sea, which is from Crossed Wing Collection, I think, and it's a 28 count, and I'm doing it 2/2 full cross. Then the next chart that I will show is Santa's on His Way, which is by Charting Creations, and I have threads and I'm trying to move out of the way real quick before I show it. I have a ton of parked threads because I'm stitching this in a kind of crazy way right now. So here is where I am on this chart. I made my way to the bottom of the right side, and then throughout the week I've been kind of picking it up, and then I stitched some of the sky up here. So this first 10 by 10 block of sky going down, like I'm working really in this column, this 10 stitch wide column going down. And so I filled in all the sky there. I have the tree filled in there. I started working on this little house that's going to be in here. And then I've also just been picking colors and then working them down the columns. So just kind of filling in colors. So then you have like this area here that's going to be snowy, and then you have the tree here that's slowly being filled in. So I'm just kind of picking a color and then working it down the column, which is different because normally I work colors across the rows, so, you know. But I figured that because this chart isn't very tall, so it's kind of a nice, easy way to see the piece kind of come alive, like slowly. And I'm stitching this on a 28 count 2/1 10 stitch, so there's that. I love it. The colors are really pretty. Like these blues here, I love them. So. The last one that I have to show is Autumn Harmony, which is charted by Maxine Gadd, and it's the one that I'm working on like every day. I've been working on it. I don't even know how long I've been working on it every day now, but it's been at least a couple months. And so because I'm not working on it in December, I have been wanting to work extra stitches on it in the month of November to try and get it to 45,000 stitches. Right now I am only at like 40,300 I think, so I need to do like another 4,000 in the next like week-ish. So that is like what I'm trying. Like next week I'll probably only be focusing on Autumn Harmony because I want to really get those 4,000 stitches in. And I reached an exciting point on the chart this week though, so this is what I'm excited to show. This is Autumn Harmony, and what I'm excited about is I finally reached the end of the wing. So the wing has been going on and on and on and on and on, and there's some light colors that are parked right here. These light colors, that is going to be her arm. So I have finally stitched down the wing, and I am finally at her arm. I'm just really excited to have the wing done because the wing had a ton of confetti, and so now I can do her arm. Has a lot of blocks of color, and it's going to be not very fun because the arm has a lot of really light colors, and I don't really like stitching light colors on light fabric, but I'm excited to be working in an area that's not so confetti heavy. So I am going to take her out of the frame real quick because I am going to be moving the frame. So I figured why not do it now so you can see what she looks like since I've started working on her. I actually have a picture of her at the beginning of the year, and so I'm really excited when I do a whip parade. I don't even know what I'm doing my whip parade. I might try and do it in December. Otherwise it probably wouldn't be until the beginning of January. I'm not sure yet. But I have pictures of all my projects at the beginning of the year, and so I'm really excited to see how far they have grown because I know that she has gotten a lot more into her compared to the beginning of the year. There's parked threads everywhere. But, so you have her face. And I think before at the beginning of the year, most of what was done was her face was done, but I don't think I had done most of this most of this right section here wasn't here. So at the beginning of the year it was mostly just her face, and there might have been like a small piece in the corner, but that was it. So here she is right now, and I am super, super happy with all that is being done. So I love it. So I'm excited to get started on her arm. I think I'm going to move my frame so I can start working the arm area, and then I think it's more of her hair is going to keep going down. So I want to get that done. I also kind of want to go back and get some of these parked threads just stitched in and then end them off so I don't have a bunch of hanging threads. And I also want to stitch a little bit right here because I hate having harsh lines like left in a project for a long time. So I kind of want to take one of the reds and just stitch it up a little bit so there's not a harsh line right here because nowhere else has a harsh line except for right there. But I couldn't keep stitching up with the way that the Q-snap was because I would have hit the Q-snap. So that's why there's that line there, but I don't like it for some reason. It bugs me. Anyways, this is being stitched on 18 count, 2/1 full cross, and my goal for the next week is to get her to be at 45,000 stitches completed. So I need to do, I think, like I said, I think she's at 40,300 right now, which is exciting because at the beginning of the year, I think she was somewhere in the 20,000 stitches maybe done. I don't remember, but she was definitely not this far. That's all I know. So there is my last project. Like I said, she will be my focus for the next week. And then I will most likely also keep working a little bit on Santa's on His Way, because next week will be December 1st on Friday, and that is when I will start Flossmas. For Flossmas this year, my plan is I will be picking a new project every day. All of the projects are put into this box right now, and here's the box. So each day there's a project in each of these things. I don't know what the projects are. My family, I gave them my whip list, just gave the whole list of all my projects. I think I have like 30 projects right now because I finished Stardew Winter. So I think I have 30 projects. I gave them the list and I told them pick one project and write it down on a piece of paper for every day and then put it into the boxes. And so I don't know which of my projects are even in here. So it'll really just, you know, we'll see what gets picked. And I also told them, I was kidding, kind of. I told them to make sure they pick something really good for December 1st. So they kind of were going through trying to find like the perfect project for me to work on for December 1st. So, you know, we'll get to see what they think the best project for me to work on for December 1st is. And they also said they picked something good for the 24th. So we will see what gets picked. But that will start on next Friday. And so for the next week, I'm just going to stitch kind of whatever I want, because then for Flossmas, I will be stitching this, which Flossmas is where it's like the cross-stitch version of Vlogmas. And if you don't know what Vlogmas is, it's where like YouTube people would make a video every single day in December. And for cross-stitchers, we call it Flossmas because floss, you know, and we make a video every single day in December. And then people will pick different things that they do. For me, last year, I did the similar thing to this where I picked a project every day. And then I also had other things that I worked on. This year I'm doing this, and then I'm also doing an Advent ornament. And it's from That How To Girl on Etsy. And then every day there will be like a new section of the ornament you stitch. And it's a really small amount, and they're all the same color for that day. So like for one day, it would be like stitch this, you're only stitching like in color 334, and then it would be like 10 stitches. So it's really easy for each day, I think, hopefully. And then I'm also starting the chart Christmas 2 from Heaven and Earth Designs on December 1st. So I'm going to try and work on that just kind of as I can, because a lot of times I will work on 2 projects. I will work on one project in the morning and then a different one at night. So that is what I will be doing starting in December. Anyways, I think that's all that I have for this video. I hope everyone has a good Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving, and I will see you all in my next video, which I'm going to try and have. I might do an update video the very last day of November, or I just might do an update kind of in my first day of Flossmas. I'm not sure yet. But I will be back next week with an update and with Flossmas starting next Friday. Yay! I can't wait. Anyways, thank you all for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you all then. Bye!